New car prices are still hovering somewhere near the stratosphere. Interest rates are, well, they're interesting, and the used car market is more crowded than a Costco on a Saturday morning. But here's the good news. We are currently in a sweet spot. We've got a flood of off-lease cars from the early 2020s hitting the lots, and for the first time in years, the buyer, that's you, actually has some leverage. Today, we aren't just looking at what's available, we're looking at what's good. We've crunched the data from Consumer Reports, cross-referenced the long-term durability scores from J.D. Power, and checked the real-world pricing on Edmunds to bring you the definitive list. This is the ultimate breakdown of the best used cars to buy in 2026 for every person on a budget looking for a second-hand hero. Let's dive in. Number 10. The 2021 to 2023 Tesla Model 3. We can't talk about 2026 without mentioning EVs. With over 300,000 EVs coming off lease this year, the Tesla Model 3 is now one of the best used cars to buy in 2026. Prices have plummeted, making them genuinely cheap compared to where they were 2 years ago. Consumer Reports has finally warmed up to the Model 3 as build quality improved. J.D. Power does note that tech glitches can happen, but the powertrain itself is very reliable. For someone on a budget who can charge at home, the savings on gas make this an incredible second-hand value. Edmunds notes that the 2021 to 2022 models, the Chrome Delete cars, have better heat pumps and interior materials, making them a good long-term bet for luxury electric driving. Number 9. The 2017 to 2020 Acura MDX. If you need a luxury SUV with 3 rows, the Acura MDX is a steal. In 2026, these are priced very competitively. It's one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 because it uses a bulletproof V6 engine and a sophisticated SHAWD system. Consumer Reports highlights the MDX for its comfort and safety. J.D. Power ranks Acura highly for long-term ownership satisfaction. As a second-hand purchase, it offers more value than a BMW X5 or an Audi Q7 because it's much more reliable and cheap to service at any Honda dealership. It's a good choice for the practical parent who still wants to feel a bit of luxury on the morning commute while staying on a budget. Number 8. The 2019 to 2022 BMW 3 Series G20. Wait, a BMW on a reliability list? Yes, hear me out. The G20 generation of the 3 Series, 2019 and up, has actually been surprisingly good. It's one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 for the driving enthusiast. While Consumer Reports was wary of BMW in the past, the B48 and B58 engines in these cars have proven to be quite reliable. You're getting true luxury and world-class handling. Now, it's not cheap to fix if something does go wrong, so check Edmunds for certified pre-owned (CPO) deals. J.D. Power scores for this generation are significantly higher than the previous one. If you're on a budget but still want that badge, this second-hand choice is the most logical way to do it. Number 7. The 2016 to 2020 Lexus ES. Now let's talk about the I've made it car that won't bankrupt you. The Lexus ES is the best used cars to buy in 2026 for anyone who wants luxury without the luxury maintenance bills. Underneath that beautiful leather and wood is essentially a Toyota Avalon, which means it is incredibly reliable. J.D. Power has ranked Lexus as the #1 most dependable brand for years, and the ES is their crown jewel. Consumer Reports gives it a recommended status almost every single year. For a second-hand buyer on a budget, you can get a car that feels like a $60,000 sedan for a cheap monthly payment. It's good, it's quiet, and it's arguably the smartest way to spend your money in the premium segment, according to Edmunds.
Number 6. The 2014 to 2019 Toyota Highlander. Need a third row but don't want to spend $60,000? Look at the 2014 to 2019 Highlander. This is the reliable king of the suburbs. It's one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 for larger families who are on a budget. Consumer Reports data shows that even with 150,000 miles, these things are just getting started. It's a good, solid, tank-like vehicle. While it's not exactly cheap compared to a used Dodge Journey, the J.D. Power dependability scores tell you why. You're paying for the fact that it won't break. Edmunds listings show that the limited trim offers near luxury levels of comfort for a second-hand price. If you find a well-maintained one-owner model, buy it on the spot. Number 5. The 2018 to 2022 Subaru Crosstrek. For the adventurers, the Subaru Crosstrek is a reliable beast. In 2026, the 2018 to 2022 models are hitting the second-hand market in huge numbers. It's one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 if you live in the snowbelt or just like to hit the trails. J.D. Power often highlights the Crosstrek for its resale value, and Consumer Reports praises its safety tech. Subaru's eyesight is legendary. It's cheap to insure and remarkably good on gas for an all-wheel drive. For someone on a budget, it offers peace of mind that most other small SUVs can't touch. It's not fast, it's actually kind of slow, but it'll get you through a blizzard while you're sipping your coffee in total comfort.
Number 4. The 2017 to 2021 Mazda CX-5. Let's talk SUVs. The 2017 to 2021 Mazda CX-5 is arguably the best used cars to buy in 2026 for families who hate the soccer mom aesthetic. It feels luxury inside with the stitched leather and minimalist dash, but it's priced for someone on a budget. Consumer Reports has listed this as a top pick for years because of its stellar reliable track record. Unlike many competitors that shifted to finicky turbos, Mazda stuck with a proven 2.5-liter engine. J.D. Power scores reflect high owner satisfaction, and Edmunds reviewers constantly praise the quiet cabin. If you're looking for a second-hand SUV that feels good on a twisty road and won't cost a fortune, this is the one. It's not the biggest in its class, but it's definitely the classiest.
Number 3. The 2015 to 2018 Mazda III. If you want to feel like you're driving a luxury car but you only have a cheap car budget, you look at Mazda. The 2015 to 2018 Mazda III is one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 because the interior quality is miles ahead of what Toyota and Honda were doing at the time. Consumer Reports loves the Skyactiv engines for being both reliable and efficient. It doesn't use a CVT, it uses a traditional 6-speed automatic that feels snappy and good. When you search on Edmunds, you'll see these often priced lower than the Civic or Corolla, making them an incredible deal for anyone on a budget. J.D. Power has historically rated Mazda high for APEAL, which basically means people actually like owning them. As a second-hand purchase, it's a sleeper hit. Number 2. The 2016 to 2020 Honda Civic. Next up is the 10th generation Honda Civic. This is widely considered one of the best used cars to buy in 2026 because it managed to be both cheap to maintain and genuinely fun to drive. While J.D. Power gave it high marks for initial quality, Consumer Reports suggests sticking to the 2.0-liter naturally aspirated engine if you want maximum reliable performance over the 1.5-liter turbo. For those on a budget, buying this secondhand is a masterstroke. It's good on gas, has a massive interior for a compact, and looks way more modern than its age suggests. On Edmunds, you'll find that the EX trim is the Goldilocks zone. You get the tech like Apple CarPlay without the luxury price tag. It's the perfect blend of practicality and I don't want to feel like I've given up on life styling. Number 1. The 2017 to 2021 Toyota Corolla. If you want a car that will outlive the heat death of the universe, you buy a Corolla. In 2026, the 2017 to 2021 models are the absolute best used cars to buy in 2026 if you want something cheap and reliable. According to Consumer Reports, this generation has virtually zero major mechanical red flags. Why? Because Toyota didn't overcomplicate it. You get a simple, naturally aspirated engine and a CDT that actually works. When you check J.D. Power, the Corolla consistently ranks at the top of the compact segment for fewer problems per 100 vehicles. If you're on a budget, looking for a second-hand car that won't leave you stranded, this is it. It's a good car, not a fast car. It's the automotive equivalent of a pair of Levi's. It just works. Edmunds notes that these hold their value incredibly well, so while you might pay a bit more up front than a comparable Nissan, you'll get it back when you sell. Plus, if you can find the hybrid version, you're looking at 50 mpg, which in 2026 gas prices is basically like finding free money. Alright, so you've got the list. But before you go out and drop your hard-earned cash, remember the golden rule of 2026. The data is your best friend. Don't just take the dealer's word for it. Go to Consumer Reports and check the specific year and trim. Look at the long-term dependability study from J.D. Power. Use Edmunds to see what people are actually paying in your zip code so you don't overpay for a second-hand car. Finding the best used cars to buy in 2026 isn't about luck. It's about being informed. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the 2026 market, and I'll see you in the next one. Drive safe.